Hey guys, Joe here with Doji Learning, and today we are going to go ahead and take a look at how to blur out or mosaic some piece of information that you may have put on your video that you realized you had and you were like, oh man, I need to get rid of it. So if we were looking at this video right here, just a real basic small clip that I went ahead and took for the sake of this purposes, and I was like, man, I really wish I got rid of this information right over here. I didn't want anybody to see it. It's a little bit sensitive, whatever the case may be, and we need to get it out. Or maybe you had something that was moving and you wanted to track it along the line while these things were going, while it was kind of graphing out, and you didn't want to cut it out of your roll because it was important to you, but you felt the information might be a little bit too sensitive. So what we're going to do is just look at a few ways of obtaining that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close this guy out. And this is another great example because I had this popped up. So I went ahead and blurred all this out. And the very first thing you want to do is just go ahead and import it into your timeline. Come on down here to your media box, go ahead and click on the import, and then go ahead and get whatever clip it is that you're going to have. Go ahead and drop it into your into your little media panel, wait for it to convert, and then just go ahead and bring it right on over into your timeline. If you don't know how to do that, all you're doing is literally dragging and dropping it right on over here. All right, so we have our video. Now you can also see that the quality has degraded a bit simply because it's in the editing program, so it is a bit more compressed, and that's why you get a little bit of these blurry numbers, but I can assure you that once you export it, everything does come back to normal. All right, so jumping right back into where we were, what we were looking at was getting this area over here blurred out. So what we're gonna do is actually come right on down over here into our editor tab and look for this little tiny plus symbol right here. And what we're going to do is click on that and then click on grade. It is right here. If you're a Windows user, the shortcut is Control-Alt-G. Just go ahead and hit that. And what we're going to get is a grade layer. Now, grade layers are really good. I'm not sure if anybody knows what they are, but if you don't, they pretty much allow you to do anything that's beneath your timeline. So you can make a lot of great edits to it. You can add adjustments to it, you know, color effects and so on and so forth. But we're not going to get into that. We're gonna look at the masking part of it. So here's your grade layer. There's nothing on it. It's pretty much a transparent plane. And all we're going to do is come right back over here to our little control area up here on the viewer window. And then we are going to click on the mask tool. If you hold it down, you will see that you have two options, but we are going to use the first one, the freehand mask. So we're going to click on that. And then all we're going to do is mask out this area. All right. Voila. And we're done. Thank you very much. I'm joking. That was a bad joke. But anyways, so our mask is done. Now let's jump on over here to the effects. Go ahead and type in Mosaic or Moza, and you will go ahead and get the Mosaic filter under Distort. All you're going to do is grab that and drag it right on top of the grade. And once you do, you'll see that immediately it goes ahead and blurs it out for you, mosaics. And you can use a blur. You could use whatever works best for you. I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the mosaic because it works fine for me. And then if we play through, we can pretty much see that because it doesn't move, it remains mosaiced out. Now, that's one way of doing it. If you wanted to, you could always come back. You could delete this mask. And there's another way if you wanted to have a more definitive mask. You can come right back over here to the tools, and you can see that this rectangle right here is actually a mask as well, rectangle masks. So we're going to go and click on that, and then just drag it right on over, and we will see that it goes ahead and blurs it out for you. Another method for you in case you wanted to use this. So that's good. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and create a motion mask. So maybe one that follows us while we kind of go over these lines right here, because there may be times you have a video that obviously is moving and you want to make sure that you blur it out, maybe a sign or a symbol or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and cover that right now. So let's just go ahead and get rid of this mask. And then we're going to go ahead and get rid of the effect as well on the grade. And now we're back here. So let's go ahead and move along the timeline and see where I start on the numbers. Okay, so it looks like we start right about here. Now you can see that we do have the number right here. So we're going to go ahead and blur that out as well. So what we're going to do is, while it's right here on the timeline, we are going to come right up here to the rectangle mask, and then we are simply going to draw a rectangle. Now, same concept, we're going to go ahead and blur this out with the mosaic. Go ahead and drop that right on top. And right out the gate, it goes ahead and blurs it. So all we're going to do now is come back over here into our control area, and then we are going to look for the masks. Click on that, click on transform, and then we are going to come down to position. Now we want to create a keyframe. So go ahead and click on that. And then we're just going to drag our timeline a little ahead in time. and kind of follow it. That's it. And all we're going to do is move our mask right on top of it. And it looks like it finishes right over here. So this is a pretty good area for it to finish. And we're good. So now if we go ahead and scrub backwards, we can see that the mask actually follows it quite well. And if we were to go ahead and play it, just give it a second to render, you'll see that it follows it the way we wanted it to. And that will help you mask anything that's moving. Now, if for whatever reason you didn't with the mosaic, we could add a blur. So we'll come back over here to the mosaic. We'll go ahead and delete that effect. And we'll come over here and look for the blur. And it looks like we have blur right here. So we'll go ahead and grab that, drop it on the timeline. And now we have a full scale blur in case this was another option that you wanted to go ahead and use. And that's it. So I know this is a really quick video. I hope this helped you. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. If you know a better way, leave those also, because every time you drop a comment, you're also helping somebody else answer a question I may not have proposed in the video itself. So until next time, this is Joe with Doji Learning. Thank you very much for stopping by. Take care of each other, and I'll see you later.